Hi everyone, it's Bree here and welcome to Vinyasa Wave. Today is a yoga flow for runners, but anybody can do this flow. It's going to be a nice feel-good flow. We're just gonna get nice and stretchy, feel really good. This is a no prop flow, but I do have some blocks here in case you have some props around your house that you would like to use. We are gonna be seated in some spaces, or we're gonna be like in a half split. Sometimes that can be pretty spicy, so instead of reaching for the floor, I'll show you where to put props if you have any around your house. And your props could be pillows or stacks of blankets. It doesn't need to be an actual yoga block, okay? We're gonna start in Shavasana. So lay all the way down, arms are gonna come out towards the side, legs will go wide. Take up so much space in the space you're in, and just relax there, grab everything that you need, and I'll meet you when you're ready. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna lay down on our backs in Shavasana. So that just means you're laying on your back. Arms are gonna come out towards the side, legs are wide. I personally like to take up a bunch of space. Just open up the body, let it breathe, expand in all the directions. If that's not comfortable in the space you're in, then just lay straight on your mat. But go ahead and make your way down. And once you're there, we're just gonna find a couple breaths here. So again, I like my legs nice and wide, arms are gonna come out towards the side. Before we do anything, just kind of adjust your body so you're laying comfortably. Chin is gonna come up and off the chest. Roll your shoulders back and down. From here, take a full breath in. Expand the ribs, chest, belly as big as you possibly can. Hold it at the top. And then when you exhale, let it all go, and then just soften the body into the mat. Start to transition your body from whatever you were just doing to this very moment in space and time. Good, we're gonna open the practice with a big breath in together and then a big sigh out. You can make it vocal, or you can make a sound when you sigh, or you can keep it to yourself. It's definitely your practice. Do as you wish. I like to put one hand on my heart, one hand on my belly for this. You do what you like. Full breath in here. Keep breathing as big as you possibly can. And then when you reach the top point, hold that breath. And then see if you can take another sip of breath in. Hold it there. Now big exhale, sigh it all out. Good, go back to your natural breath. Just that normal rise and fall of your chest. And then slowly on your next inhale, if your arms are not out by your side, you can go ahead and bring them there now. If your eyes were closed, just gently open them. And then slowly start to walk your feet back in. So your knees are bent. And then we're gonna take our feet wider than our mat. On your inhale, slowly drop both knees to the right. Pause when you get there. Good. We're gonna take a few breaths here. See if you can get a little closer to the floor. Each exhale, just soften into the body. If you feel like you can go a little deeper, this right foot, we're gonna place it on the outside of the left knee and pull down. Again, breathe here all the way in. Big exhale. Release. Switch sides. Exhale, bring those knees back to center. You're gonna go all the way over to the left side. Keep it slow right now. Just warming up the body. Again, if you feel like you can go deeper right away, put that left foot on top of your right. And then just pause here. Full breath in, full breath out. Good, if you had the bind, release it. Then on your next inhale, bring both knees in towards center. Go ahead and straighten out those legs. We're gonna reach arms up and over the head, legs go long, point your toes and fingertips in the opposite direction, get as long as you possibly can. Big exhale. Great job. Keep your arms over your head, straddle your legs just a little bit, maybe the width of your mat, nothing too crazy. Then we're gonna take this left ankle, put it on top of your right ankle. Right hand grabs your left wrist, lift head, neck, and shoulders just enough to bring everything over to the right side of the mat. Pull on that wrist, get that side body. You can stay here, or maybe that right hand comes to that left hip. Explore the space. And then when you're there, take a full breath in. Big exhale. Good. On the inhale, come back to center. We switch sides. So left foot comes on the outside, right foot crosses over, left hand grabs right wrist, lift everything, move everything over to the left side of your mat. Breathe here, get that nice side body stretch. Big exhale. Good, and then on your inhale, come back to center. Bring those arms down by your hips. We're gonna bring this right knee in towards our chest. Give it a good squeeze in. Keep that left heel pressing down. Pull the knee as far as you can. And then start to oppose the energy. So as I'm pulling this right knee down, I'm pushing my left hip down, left heel, and squeezing my left quad. Good, and then breathe here all the way in. Big exhale. When you're ready, extend that right leg up. Don't worry about how straight it is or anything like that right now. Just send it up. We're just going to explore the space first. And then just slowly start to find a little movement in your foot. So maybe you point and flex your foot. Maybe you make a big old circle. Something that feels good, starting to talk to the back of the leg. And then we bring it back to center. Good. Now we're gonna start to straighten out that leg. Straighten it as much as you can, squeezing that quad. Maybe you point your toes, maybe you flex them, but stay here. Try to find that spiciness in the back of that leg. Then from there, keeping it as straight as you can, pull a little closer towards the body. If you have a strap, if you have a sweatshirt, something you can put around your foot that will give you a little bit more length to pull the leg towards you, you can do that. Good, and then on the exhale, we release. Let's switch sides. So right leg comes down, left knee pulls in, give it a good squeeze. Good, remember, oppose the energy. So push this right heel down, squeeze this right quad as you pull this left knee in. And then when you're ready, extend it all the way up. Don't worry about it being straight just yet. Just explore the space. Start moving from the foot first, then we'll do the whole leg. Staying with your breath. Noticing every time your mind starts to wander away, just bring it right back here into this present moment, into your breath. Usually when I start to feel my mind starts exploring, I just take a big, deep breath and it brings me right back here in my body. All right, let's explore it. Can we straighten it as much as you can? Remember, if you have a strap, sometimes even a sweatshirt, that will help. That will just give you a little bit more length. And then we pull towards the body, keeping this right leg active. So you want to squeeze that right quad, point your right toes. You're always trying to oppose the energy. Good, exhale, release. We're going to go back to that right leg. Pull your right knee in towards your chest. Just make a big old circle. Remember, when we're doing hip circles, the goal is to not rock the body at all. The goal is to keep everything as still as you can while you're making this circle. Reverse the direction, go the opposite way. And bring it back to center. Right ankle is going to cross over your left knee. Find a figure 4 stretch, but the left leg is straight instead of being bent. Arms come back out towards the side. We're going to hang out here for a few breaths. See if you can soften that right glute, especially because usually when we get here, we squeeze our glutes to keep that right knee up. Try to soften into this space. Taking a full breath in. Big exhale. See if that knee can go a little deeper. Great job. Keeping this figure 4 shape, bend the left knee. Now we come into your classic figure 4. So that right ankle is still on the left knee and we'll pull everything in. You can grab your shin, you can grab your foot, you can reach under, grab the back of the left thigh, whatever you'd like. Maybe a little shimmy side to side. Sometimes that feels good in my hips. Good, and then we come back to center. Send that right leg out. Pull your left knee in towards your chest. Find your hip circles. Push this right hip down. Now you can see it from this angle. So when I'm doing a circle, my hips are not moving. Just this leg is going around in a circle. I'm trying to push this right glute down as I go around. Go the opposite way. And bring it back to center. Good, find that figure 4 with the long leg first. Open it up, soften here. We have 3 breaths. See if that left knee can reach a little closer to the floor each breath. Good, let's find that classic figure 4. So bend the right knee, keep that left ankle on your right knee, pull everything in. Good job. Exhale, release. And then bring both knees in towards your chest. Give it a nice tight squeeze. And we're gonna gently rock until you make it up to a seated position, facing the front of whatever space you're in. I'm gonna turn towards the camera just so you can see, but we're gonna sweep arms all the way up. Big reach through those fingertips, reach up and out of the waist, and then exhale, hands come down. Keep the length in the spine here. Bring your chin down towards your chest. Keeping the length in the spine, you're sitting up nice and tall. Good. On the inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands down towards your knees. Go ahead and grab on towards those knees. So here's where you can add in your props if you have them. If sitting tall is spicy in the low back, this is a very spicy shape. You're gonna put some blocks underneath your butt to kind of lift yourself up, give the body a little bit more space so you can sit here comfortably instead of forcing this shape. But whenever we're seated, we want that long spine, okay? Let me turn this way really quickly. What I mean by long spine is usually in this low back. We're usually rounded here in this space if this is a spicy shape. So add the blocks and it'll help you get nice and long here. Okay, hands are on the knees. On the inhale, we're gonna do seated cat-cow. Pull your chest forward, chin comes off of your chest. Exhale, round. Pull chin in toward your chest, round the back body. Inhale, pull, chin off the chest. Exhale, round, tuck it in. The more dramatic you can get here, the better the body is going to feel. Pull it forward. Exhale, round. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Find that flat back again. Make sure you're sitting down on the butt bones. Sweep the arms up and over the head. Get long here. On the exhale, this right hand is going to grab your left knee. Left hand comes behind the back, just turn left. Keep the length in the spine. So when we rotate, try not to round through. Keep the length. Hold it here. Good. On your exhale, lift this left arm up. We fall towards that right knee. Try to keep your chest up towards the ceiling. Good job. Inhale, big sweep, both arms up. Over to the other side. Left hand comes to that right knee. Twist, right hand comes behind the back. Keep the length in the spine. Keep the gaze going over that right shoulder. And lift this right arm up. Exhale, we fall towards that left knee. Hold it, keep rotating that chest up towards the sky. And come back to center. Good. Place those hands back on your knees one more time. We're gonna do a little neck roll. So start by pulling chin in towards the chest. Right ear, right shoulder. As you do that, pull your left shoulder down and then bring it all the way over to the other side. Left ear, left shoulder. And then all the way around. Big circle. Reverse it. Excellent job. Come back to center. And we're going to roll forward, find our tabletop position. So you're going to be in hands and knees. We're going to go right into our cat-cow. Make sure those knees are underneath your hips. On the inhale, drop the belly, pull chin off the chest. Exhale, round. Pull chin towards your chest, around the spine, tuck the tailbone. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round. Inhale, drop the belly. Good, you can keep going up and down here. You can explore the space. You can rock back and forth in your cat-cow. You can go side to side. Maybe you go into dancing lion, which is a big circle around the body, making maybe a figure 8, just something that feels good, exploring all those crunchy spaces in the body and bringing it back to center. Meeting here with a nice flat back, pushing down through those hands, belly is tight. We're gonna send this right leg out towards the side. We're just gonna start with little hip rocks first. So this right foot, you're gonna rock back as you lift your right leg at the same time. So actively lift the right toes as you rock back. Bring it back to center. Rock back, lift the toes, and bring it back to center. Good, 2 more. And back to center. Good, bring it back to center. Pause when you get there. We're gonna tuck those left toes. We're gonna sit back into a child's pose. So keep that right leg out, walk those hands forward, melt it all the way down. You can come to the fingertips, you can drop forehead on the floor, you can untuck the toes if you'd like, something that feels good here. Taking a full breath in, big exhale. Great job. Put the palms down if you were on the fingertips. We're gonna shift forward. We're gonna find an up dog position. So shoulders over your wrists, drop the hips down, keeping that right leg out towards the side. Push down into the hands, opening up that chest. Exhale, go back to that child's pose. You have 1 more. All the way back, hips on your heels. Inhale forward, drop the hips, open the heart. And bring it back to your tabletop position. Keep that right leg out. Right arm sweeps up, turn your chest towards the right. On the exhale, we're gonna thread the needle. Right arm comes underneath your left. Either your shoulder meets the floor, or if you have a block or a prop, your head can go on a prop if the floor is a little far away today and we can't get all the way down. The goal is to keep pushing this right hip down. Push your whole foot down, get that inner thigh, and keep rotating here. So push into that left hand. Take a full breath in. Big exhale. Great job. On the inhale, finish your unwind. Right arm comes back up towards the ceiling and take it all the way down. Good, we're gonna lift these right toes, walk our hands over towards our toes. If you start to round that spine and tuck the tailbone, this is where you're gonna add your blocks in or your props if you have to lift that chest up to keep the length in the spine. So whenever we're folding, you wanna avoid tucking the hips and rounding the spine. We need length here to get into the back of those legs, especially if runners are doing this flow. We want to stretch out the back of that leg, especially if you just finished a run. Good. On the inhale, lift your chest, walk your hands back to center. You can put your foot back down. We're going to sweep our chest up, big arms up and over the head. Right hand slides down that right thigh. Left arm comes up and over. From here, to really get that left hip flexor, tuck that tailbone slightly. Push forward so we're in a neutral space. So when you go down, you're stretching out that left side body and that left hip flexor. Inhale, come back to center. Left hand reaches to the floor. Right arm comes up. Float this right leg or keep it down, whatever's in your practice today. But if you want a little more side body stretch, take this right arm up and over your head. Option to stay here, or maybe you find the bind, that right knee bends, we find the foot. Maybe you just put your hand behind your back. There's plenty of options here. Explore the space. Don't be afraid of falling or wobbling. Just explore it. Slowly lower the foot if it's floating. If you have the bind, release the bind. And then on the inhale, lift the chest up, big sweep. Exhale, hands down, we go for that other side. Bring that right knee in, left leg comes out. Start with your rock. So as you rock back, actively lift the toes and come back. Okay, so it's not a big rock, but you are lifting up the toes as much as you can. Good. 1 more. And come back to center. Find that child's pose. Tuck your toes, sit back onto the heels, walk your hands forward, melt it down. Take a full breath in here. Big exhale. Good, inhale, come forward. Find that up dog shape, but keep the left leg out towards the side. Drop the hips down, open up the heart. Try not to collapse here. Be nice and strong in those shoulders, squeezing the belly. Pull the low belly in. Exhale, send it back. Find that child's pose. Inhale, bring it forward. Drop the hips. Exhale, bring it back. Good. Come find tabletop. Walk your hands over to your left foot. You can lift those left toes up. Remember, try not to tuck the tailbone. Try not to pull chin in towards the chest. We always want to find length when we're hinging. Get into the back of those legs. One more breath. Good. Come back to center. Let's thread the needle. Left arm comes up. Sweep it up. And then exhale, take left hand underneath your right. I think I did that backwards on the other side, but we get the idea. Thread the needle, press that left foot down into the floor so you get that inner thigh. Remember, if the floor is far away today, you're just gonna find a prop, put your head right on it. We're always active when we're twisting, so that right hand is pushing down to keep us rotating. Keep that chest turning. Good, exhale, bring it back to center. Lift, finish the thread, take that arm up. And exhale, bring it down. Good. Lift head, neck, and shoulders. Sweep it up, arms up. Exhale, left hand slides down that left leg. Reach up and over. Same rule applies. Find that neutral space. Push the hips forward. When we're doing a side bend, try not to collapse into the body. I imagine you're going up and over a mountain, so both shoulders are nice and broad. Push hips forward. And bring it back to center. Right hand comes down. Option here to float that leg if you'd like. We can take arm over our head. We can take hand behind the back. You can find the bind. There's plenty of variations here for you to explore. Good. One more breath. Good. If you have the bind, release it. If the leg is floating, lower it down. Then big inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, bring it back. Good. Tuck it in, tabletop. We're gonna tuck our toes. We're gonna stretch out our feet. Foot flexibility and mobility is super important. So we're gonna sit back on towards those heels. Sit nice and heavy. Hips on your heels. You can just hang out here, maybe just start to meditate, breathe. But if you need something to do to counteract the spicy feeling in your feet, we're gonna take arms up and over. Exhale, elbows go wide. Open your heart towards the ceiling. Inhale, reach. Exhale, take it wide. Inhale, reach. One more. Exhale, take it wide. And reach up. Exhale, come back to tabletop position. Tap those feet. Maybe roll them out. Let them feel good. Bring it back to center, and we go up to our down dog. So hands are down, hips go all the way up. Find that down dog position. Start to bicycle the feet, something that feels good in your body. Good, really press that chest back towards your thighs. And think about rotating biceps towards your ears. So sometimes we have our elbows wide, pull everything in. Push into the hands so we're nice and long. Let's hold it, press the heels down. Don't worry if they're touching, just send the energy down. You have the option to bend knees here if you need. If it's just way too spicy, just shift forward, or you can put blocks underneath your hands. But we're gonna hold it here. 2 breaths, all the way in. All the way out. One more. Big exhale. Good. Right leg goes up on your inhale. Big sweep up. Once you find your maximum point, bend your knee, open up the hip. So your body's trying to turn towards the right, and then we're just gonna find a little circle here. You can circle the knee, you can circle the ankle, you can do both, whatever it is. Good, let's go the opposite way. Hold it. Good job. Extend that leg all the way up, straighten through, and then exhale, slowly lower down. Left leg goes up, big sweep. Bend the knee, open the hip, and then roll the knee or roll the hip out. Go in a nice big circle. Switch if you haven't already. Come back to center, send the leg all the way up, and bring it all the way down.
Good. We're gonna start our sun salutation. We're gonna move breath and movement. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, slowly start to walk your feet towards the top. Find your forward fold when you get there. Pause here. Find your ragdoll, grab opposite elbows. You can hold on to the big toes. If you need a little support, you can find your prop, but stay here in this forward fold. Just pause here, catch the breath. Good, now we slowly roll up the spine. Initiate the movement from the tailbone and unpeel your spine as you rise all the way up. Big sweep of those arms when you get to the top. Elbows go wide, open the heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, one more. Open it up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, swan dive down. Bring it all the way down, forward fold. On the inhale, lift your chest, find a halfway lift, hands to your thighs, roll shoulders back, chin is off your chest. Exhale, bring your hands down towards the floor, step your feet back, find your plank. Hold this plank position. On the exhale, we're gonna lower all the way down towards our belly. Inhale, lift, baby cobra. So squeeze shoulder blades together, roll the heart open, chin is off the chest. And then exhale, we go to our down dog, push it all the way back. So that's your vinyasa. Take an inhale, we're gonna move a bit quicker now. Look forward. Exhale, step jumper, hop to the top. Forward fold. Inhale, lift the chest halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, this time sweep up, bring arms up as you stand. We're gonna pause here. As you exhale, left arm comes forward, right arm comes back, find a twist. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, twist the other way. Inhale, reach. Now let's open the heart. Elbows go wide. Inhale, reach. Forward fold, take it down. Good. Inhale, lift your chest halfway. Exhale, we vinyasa. If you know how to go through vinyasa, go for it. We meet back in down dog. If you're moving with me, jump your feet back, find your plank. You can also step them back. We're gonna find chaturanga here. So shift forward over the middle finger, bend the elbows, find a bent elbow plank. Lift your chest, find an up dog. So thighs are floating. You're pushing down into the hands, lifting the body up. Then on the exhale, we go back to down dog. We got one more of those. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step jumper, hop to the top. Forward fold when you get there. Inhale, lift your chest halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep. Good. Twist, left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale, come back to center. Switch, right arm forward, left arm back. Center, and fold. Swan dive all the way down. Inhale, big lift. Exhale, fold, vinyasa your way through. Step jumper, hop back to your plank. Lower down all the way to the belly or halfway, find chaturanga. Up dog or cobra, you choose. And down dog on the exhale, pause. Take a full breath in here. Big exhale. Good. Right leg sweeps up on the inhale. Step it forward, find your low lunge. Drop that left knee down. Good. From here, sweep arms up. Sink into those hips all the way down. So if I looked at you from the side, you're trying to find a diagonal line, keeping this right ankle underneath this right knee. Reaching through. Good. Right hand comes to this right hip. Bring it all the way over to the right side. Excellent job. Come back to center, both arms up. On the exhale, sweep forward, lean over this right thigh, reach hands behind you, chin comes off the chest, and then plant this left hand down, find a twist, right arm comes up. Keep pulling your chest towards that thigh, that inner thigh. Reach the right fingertips up. You can stay here, or maybe we reach for this right foot. You can lift it up without actually binding if that's not in your practice today. Good, release. Keep that right arm up. Lift your chest, keep the twist. Left arm forward, right arm back. Keep pushing down into those hips. Reach, gaze over these right fingertips. Exhale, face the front, both arms up. And then hands to the hips, find your half split. Hips go back, straighten out this front leg. We fold forward, reach down. Remember, no rainbow spine, so try not to tuck here. If you start to feel that tuck,
Place your hands on your thighs and counter the movement by pulling your chest forward. You also can put your blocks if you have a chair next to you, maybe a wall, but find the length. Keep pulling toes back. Good job. Inhale, lift your chest. Bend back into this right knee. Find that low lunge. Vinyasa your way through. Step it back. Lower down all the way or halfway. You can always skip the vinyasa and meet back in down dog.
And then we go for the other side. Left leg sweeps up. Step it forward, low lunge. Drop that right knee. Find it.
Sweep arms up.
Drop the hips down. Make sure that left ankle is right underneath that left knee. And that left heel is pressing down. Depending on how spicy this already is, that left heel likes to float. So push it down, reach tall. Left hand to the left hip. We reach over to the left side. Good, inhale to center, both arms up. Sweep forward, lean over that thigh, reach to the back, chin off the chest. Right hand down, find the twist, left arm comes up. Keep rotating the chest towards that left inner thigh. Good, option to stay, or we find that bind, pick up that back foot, heel towards your glute, get into that right quad. Exhale, release. Left arm stays up. Lift the chest, keep the twist. Right arm reaches, left arm comes back. Good. Exhale, face the front, both arms up. Vinyasa your way through. Hands frame that right foot. Good. Exhale, face the front, both arms up. Hands to your hips. Find that half split. Straighten out that left leg. Make sure this left hip isn't sitting higher than your right. And fold on the exhale. Pull from the tailbone, send it back. Reach for length. Chin off the chest, fold. One more breath. Good, inhale, lift. Bend back into that knee. Vinyasa your way through, step it back. You can vinyasa or skip it all together and meet back in down dog. However you get there. Right leg sweeps up on the inhale. Exhale, step it forward. Warrior two. Drop that left heel. Sweep it up. Find warrior two. Reach the fingertips in opposite directions. Keep pulling this right knee back. Squeeze those shoulder blades together and sink an inch lower if you can. Try to get those inner thighs. Good. Exhale, straighten through this leg. Find triangle. Reach as far as you can. The key with triangle is trying not to stick your hips out. Keep them in and slide down that right leg just like we did in the beginning of practice. So try not to sit into the hips. You really want to push the hips forward so you get this whole left front side of your body and the back of this right leg. Up and over. Keep rotating chest up. Good, on your next inhale, slight bend of that right knee, come back to your warrior two. Hands to the heart. We're gonna turn both legs towards the left. So you're gonna wide leg forward fold. I usually turn my toes in, heels are out. Big reach up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold, all the way down. Good, I usually grab on the back of my heels. You can grab your big toes. You can walk your hands forward. You can bring them behind the heels. Just something that feels good in the body. And then slowly bring yourself back to center. Hands placed right underneath those shoulders. Lift your chest. Turn your toes out. Heels are in. We're going to go into Skandasana. So you're going to bend this left knee. Start to straighten your right leg. Pull the right toes off the floor. Here, you can stay here. You can put a block underneath your heel. You can lift the heel up. Anything you'd like. You can also sit onto something if you have something underneath you. Just explore this space. You can find the bind, you can fly, you can revolve it, anything you'd like here. We have 2 breaths, all the way in and all the way out. One more. Big exhale. Good, slowly unwind if you're in the bind. If you're on a block, shift yourself forward so we can come back into that wide leg forward fold. And then we're just gonna walk ourselves to the front. Frame that right foot, step it back, find your plank, vinyasa your way through. All the way up, and then take it back. Pause when you get there. Left leg sweeps up on the inhale. Find that warrior two. Step it forward, drop that right heel down. Reach those arms wide, pull that left knee back. Squeeze that belly. Good, press that right foot down hard so you keep activating those inner thighs. Inhale, straighten through this front leg, find your triangle. Keep pushing hips forward as you go down. So try not to sink into the hips. We don't want to close this space. The goal is to keep it open as you go down. So if this left hip crease is starting to get small, that should tell you that your hips are pushing back. We want to push hips forward, reach arm up or maybe over the head for extra spice. Good, inhale, bend that left knee, shift it back, warrior two. Wide leg forward fold, so turn towards the right. We're gonna interlace our hands. So hands come behind your back. I like to interlace my fingers. You can hold the wrists, whatever you'd like. Open up the heart, gaze up. Exhale, fold down. All the way down, let your hands come up and over your head. You can keep walking those feet out. Maybe your head can reach the floor. Just a few breaths here. Good. Exhale, release the grip of the hands. Walk them underneath the shoulders. Lift your chest. Toes come out, heels are in. Shift into that right knee. Find Skadasana to the right. Pick up those left toes. Remember, you can sit on a block. You can lift the heel. Just explore space. You can rock back and forth. We can fly. You can find the bind. You can revolve it. Anything you'd like. Good, exhale, release. If you're in the bind, unwind. If you're on a block, shift forward. Let's come back to that wide leg forward fold. Once you're there, shift and walk to the front. Step it back, vinyasa your way through, lower all the way down. Halfway or all the way, cobra or up dog, down dog on the exhale. Right leg sweeps up when you get there. Left foot comes on the outside of your right hand. Find your lizard. Drop that left knee down. Pull your chin off of your chest. Arms are straight. Actively pull shoulders back. Try to send the heart forward. Keep this right knee close to the shoulder for now. Take a breath in. Big exhale. Great job. Now from here, you can stay on the hands or we can come down to the forearms. If you have a block or a prop, you can come down to the forearms on that, but try to keep the knee close to the shoulder. Sometimes we let it come out. We're gonna keep the strength in first, keep it close. 2 breaths here. Big exhale. 1 more. Good. Come back to the hands if you're not there already. Roll your foot away from you. So you're on the pinky side of your foot. Right hand gently pushes that right knee away. Start opening up this left shoulder. But I need you to take a peek at this left shoulder. Sometimes we're collapsing into it. So if you feel a sensation in this left shoulder, you're probably sinking too low. Lift the body up. Push the knee away, chin up. You can stay here, you can find the bind again, stretching out that quad. You can get a little deeper, come to the forearm and stay in that same shape. Exhale, release. Come back to center. We're gonna go right into our pigeon. So lift this right knee, pull it towards your right wrist. Left leg goes straight. Now, if you want extra spice, this leg is gonna be parallel to the front of your mat. If you need a little bit of support, if you tend to rock this way, we're gonna throw a block underneath your right glute to keep your hips centered. So if I looked at you, your hips are centered, not rocking. And you can tell if you're leaning because that left pinky toe should be touching the floor. If you're leaning to the right, the left pinky toe is usually up. Okay, so find the space that feels good for you. We have 3 breaths here, so get comfortable. You have options here to explore. You can thread the needle, you could do reverse prayer, you can still do that quad stretch, grab the back of that leg, and just keep breathing. And then every time you exhale, you're gonna get heavier into the mat. Good, 1 more big breath in. Big exhale. Good. On the inhale, lift your chest up. Let's make it active first. So walk those hands back, open up the heart. Good. Exhale, bring it forward. Swing this left leg all the way to the front. Take it straight out from your hip. Put this right foot on the left inner thigh. Sit up nice and tall. Sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold. One more big breath in. Big exhale. Good. Walk your hands back. Sweep the arms up. We're going to find a twist. Right hand comes on the outside of that left knee. Left arm comes behind you. Open up the heart. And exhale, release. Good. Swing the legs around. Go into your down dog. So hands down at the front, toes at the back, hips are lifted. Left leg comes up when you get there. Sweep it up. Left leg comes forward on the outside of that left hand. Find your lizard. Drop that right knee. Open up the heart. Chin is off the chest. Good. One more breath. Actively pull those lats down. Keep the knee close. Lower down when you're ready. Get a little bit deeper into that space. Keep the knee close to the shoulder. Good job. Hands back to the mat if they're not there already. And then we're going to roll the knee open. You're on the pinky side of your foot. Push the knee away gently. Remember, we're not collapsing here. You're up strong. Open up the heart. Option to find the bind. You also can come down to the forearm,